we touched on earlier about a person's life, right? Like if something is, if the reading is something about supposed to happen, you can either believe in it and work, it will happen, self-fulfilling prophecy, or it will not. It will not happen. Go against it. So if by, let's say if, so by fully utilizing feng shui and everything, can you really, you will really can go against your destiny? Is that what, can that be said?
Yes.
Yes.
Can be done. So for example, houses, let's talk about houses lah. Typically, for houses, when the toilet is in the south of the house, typically the family itself will quarrel a lot, or the husband and wife relationship might be bad. So what happened is that you can remedy it. So I've helped clients where they're not in good terms. After I did some remedy, they became okay again. I've done that before. So actually, you can go against that. The only thing you can't go against, right, is there are certain things in Bazi that is fixed. You can't go against. There are some people where they do not have luck to so-called, let's say a salesperson, do not have luck to sell to someone who's of the affluent, super rich people. If your Bazi doesn't have that link, right, you will never be able to reach that link. I mean, of course, you can do feng shui to help, but you'll never be able to beat someone who actually naturally has that luck to so-called always cater to those super rich people.
Okay.
Yeah, that one I've tried many times. I can help them improve, but they can never beat those born naturally with it.
Okay. How about status, a person's status? Let's say to marry up. We always talk about marry up. So is that fixed? Like if you are always in, I would say like, you know, average family, you always stick to, you know, 门当户对. Is there something that you can be changed? Like, like if you are in an average family, can you really strive, you know, go into the upper, you know, rich circle? Or no matter how you try, if it's in your Bazi or destiny?
No, it's not like that. So it can be changed, because what happened is that if you look at it, Jack Ma was rags to riches.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that his poor will be forever poor.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's what you do that defines you.
Yes.
So for example, you in your mind, I'm poor, I'm going to marry a poor guy. Yeah, you'll be poor and marry a poor guy.
Okay.
So, and of course, one is mentality. It doesn't mean that, oh, I'm going to marry rich guy, I'm going to marry rich guy. It doesn't work that way. So we must think about logic as well. So let's say if you're a waitress working in a small coffee shop, how are you going to marry a rich guy? How are you going to know a rich guy to get married? It's almost impossible.
Okay.
So you want to marry a rich guy, you have to work yourself to get into a circle where there's a lot of rich people there. That's where you can marry a rich guy, because that's where you'll be able to meet them. Because it doesn't mean your Bazi say cannot marry rich, you won't be able to marry rich.
Okay.
Because it's really what you do. A lot of times, a lot of people want to do feng shui, say, hey, can feng shui make me rich? Feng shui can improve your luck, can improve your so-called charisma, 人缘 to talk to people. But if you're not proactive, you're not doing it, utilizing it, then it won't happen. So some people will say, hey, do feng shui, I can track 4D or not. I say, myself, I every day buy 4D, I don't need to help you do consultation. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
But there are some people, their Bazi naturally will strike one.
Okay.
Some people, it's like every week will kena.
Okay.
There are some people who are like that.
So I have heard from Feng Shui master that says that a person luck is like you are born with this amount of money, and if you like some people are just born, you just strike Toto, so it's like your money now. But if you are not, if your Bazi don't have the money, no matter how you try, you will not strike.
For 4D, I can say yes lah. But for amount of wealth that we hold, right, that one, you have to think logically again. Okay. Last time, $1 was huge.
Okay.
Many years ago. Now $1 is like $1. Last time millionaire was like, wow, millionaire. Now millionaire like
quite common.
Quite common. No? So there's no such thing as your Bazi, you can never be rich. It's in the end what you do. So for example, you're going to be an office worker, you're going to always stay as an admin clerk, forget it, you'll stay at admin clerk and you'll not get rich. So the way you want to get rich, can do other things. For example, do some investments, do some sales, things like that. You can. So in the end, it's all up to the individual person as well. Because we are brought up in a way that our parents say, study well, get a job, get money, that's it. But if you look at it, all those people who make it rich, right, are those who think out of the box. They do not want to be in the rat race. They try to do something on their own. They look at opportunities and they go. A lot of times, we don't dare to do that is due to fear. We fear the lack of stability. So this brings to myself as well. I was in the SAF. I got fixed pay. I don't have to worry about money not coming, things like that. Don't worry about getting sacked, all this. So I took a big step. I quit and I started doing Feng Shui full time. So of course, there was a huge fear. Then after that, slowly work my way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It must have been something in you that feel that, Feng Shui is the right path to go to at that time.
At that point in time.
Did you?
Firstly, I like to help people.
Okay.
That's number one. Most of my clients find me quite sincere. So that's why they always introduce. Before I did this full time, when I was doing this as a form of hobby helping people, there was actually a lot of people introducing already. So that's where I saw an opportunity also.
Maybe because you're offering it free. That's why people say, hey, this guy is offering free at that time. So maybe
No,
I think it also helped.
Not really free. I force them to do donation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then I'll tell them minimum amount you need to donate, like that.
Okay. I think you're not the only one, because I have other Feng Shui master that say the same thing, that this is how they started, by just doing so-called free Feng Shui reading, so that accumulate experience. When you're really good, then you start,
But that I didn't actually see myself doing that in the future. All along, my first job, I was in IT all the way.
Okay.
So I thought I'd be an IT guy.
Oh, okay.
Then when I was in army, I thought I'd be army all the way until I retire, about 45, 50 years old.
Okay.
But also didn't happen.
So when you start doing it, it was just like a hobby to you.
Yes.
Until you are so good, you know that, this is the path you want to take.
If my son was not diagnosed with that issue, right, I'll still be in army.
Okay.
Because there was no push factor.
Right. So do you think there are taboos in a 八字 that you will never say? Like whether, you see that this person, something is confirmed going to happen. Something bad is confirmed going to happen. Would you say?
Okay, the way I say, like, let's say, back to marriage example.
Yeah.
So there are certain time I say, this period of time, this person might divorce.
Okay.
When I see so I say, hey, this period of time probably have some marital issues, quarrels here and there. Just do this remedy, things will be fixed.
Okay.
So they hear this, okay, then they do. But there's some of them is they really tie a relationship already. They don't want to do. Then at the point of time, they just see if things cannot, then just let go.
Okay.
So normally what I do is I'll tell them this period of time, this type of things might happen. So just do this form of remedies, paste these few pictures, and you'll be able to solve it. Okay. So number one, this helps them relieve the worry they have in their mind. Because I do not want to introduce fear into a person.
Yeah.
So just let them be prepared. That's all. This is coming. Do this, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, you're gonna go travel to some place where there's malaria. Take some malaria pills or things like that.
Okay. Do you see death in a 八字? Like
death. Okay. So there are chances of major accidents coming in 八字. Yes, there is. But death most of the time is not accurate.
Okay.
But sickness, yes. Sickness normally quite accurate. Like for example, okay, this period of time you fall sick, you have this issue, that issue. If the person has a mundane lifestyle, don't exercise, doesn't take care of his health, eat rubbish, smokes drinks, of course it will happen. So if the person normally healthy lifestyle, things like that, good diet, most of the time it won't happen. So that's why I say, 八字 all this is a form of statistics where it's not 100%. Definitely not 100%.
Yeah, like you say that if it's actually a mind thing, like you can actually work against it, and when you just correct it, physically changing your lifestyle or changing the way you think and doing something different will actually move you out of the path.
Yes, it does. So let's say, for example, this person, he is let's say one more thing easier. So there are people whose 八字 say that they are how many number of kids.
Yes.
What if the person goes gay or lesbian?
Okay.
Then what kids?
So talking about this gender, right? Whether you identify as your sexuality, is it in the 八字? Can I, if can a parent say that, hey, can you look at my child 八字 and tell me whether, he will go, he will stay straight, or, he will go...
There's no way to see 八字 whether this person will turn gay or straight, because I've seen twins, one gay, one straight.
Okay.
八字is exactly the same. Most of the time it affects through... most of the time when people turn gay or turn straight, right? In the 八字, turn gay, in the 八字, there's always a point where this person, that year, right, he'll have a life-changing situation. So sometimes is turning gay, turning lesbian. Some is parents divorce, things like that. There's things that happen in their childhood, and let's say their 八字, their so-called stability. They're someone that always needs to depend on someone who's not stable, and always leaning on people. When such things happen, you got no one to lean on, right? That's where they start to do weird stuff. And because our society, our society still okay. So like US is so common right now. Even a boy can say I'm a girl can say it's a boy. Things like that. So it's very common then. So back then, I think being a boy is good. Become a boy.
It's quite absurd. In the US, people identify as you. I've seen stories where obviously this guy is a black. He say he identify as a white. And okay, we don't go into that. So,
don't go into that.
So it's really weird. What is one? That's something that came up to my mind. What about religion? Can you tell from a 八字that, your child, let's say I'm a Buddhist family and or a Christian family. I really want my child, my family to be all Christian, but somehow he or she turns towards other religion. Can you see that in a 八字?
Certain 八字, yes. Certain 八字, the person will show that he's more inclined to Western ideas. So this person will more go into Christianity, or Catholic, things like that. Yes, there are. Then there are also 八字 where this person is very jina one, very always go temple, bye or stuff. Have. There are such, but not every 八字 can see, because no matter what, the 八字 only has 8 characters over there. So some can see, some cannot see. Some are very obvious, some are not obvious.
Okay. Okay, that's difficult. Okay. Back to the subject of the podcast, a chance to reconnect. We talk about connection. What does connection means to you?
Connection. Be able to talk to the person with no mask.
Okay.
Most of the time we see people, when we talk to people, there's always a mask. You always want to try to show your strong side.
Yes. So
connection to me is to strip naked and show person everything. Not hiding under a mask. So when you're hiding under a mask, there will be no connection.
Okay.
Yeah. So connection to me is speaking freely, frankly, and just
being your authentic
self. Correct.
Right. Okay.
You must be authentic.
How do you find the circle around you? Because you meet so many people, right? Every day.
Most people put out a facade.
Okay.
With a mask. Sure. Every single one.
Okay.
Yeah. There are a few who actually show their true self. Those are people that I like more.
Okay.
Rather than those always hiding behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
But from seeing all the 八字, does that translate to you also wanting to, okay, this person, from the 八字, okay, I will stay in contact. This person.
I don't do that.
Like maybe I will just don't be too friendly with certain people because of the certain 八字.
No, I don't do that. The only people that I stay away from are people who are very negative.
Okay.
Because what happened is, for this career, right, it affects you psychologically at times.
Yeah.
I have clients coming to me crying, husband cheated on them, wife cheated on them, someone at home passed away, a lot of sad things. So there's always a lot of negativity. It really affects me, actually.
Okay.
Because somehow I always try to build connection with my clients. So sometimes after a consultation, I feel very heavy.
Okay.
Yeah. Then if my whole day consultation are all customers who are like that, right? I'll be very, very exhausted.
Okay.
Then my mood will change as well.
Okay.
So then I understand why they say that psychiatrists, right, most of them die early age.
Because there's so much negativity, so much. Because I was watching this psychiatrist. Her name is Dr. Caroline Leaf. So she wrote a book. She came out with this when it comes to mental health, right? People with like depression or brain injury, the normal doctors and science would say that, okay, this person has a brain injury, you know, he or she will be like a sort of retarded, or, you know, not really retarded, but cannot be, he or she will not go to college, he will not be that smart person or normal person already. And, or either is, you know, this person is in depression, you know, what the usual doctor would prescribe is to suppress all the suppression, right? So what this psychiatrist, Dr. Caroline, believe is, and what she worked on is, she worked through mind management, and also she talks about the neurons, cells, you know, and everything that's in our mind, that is working in our mind, our brain cells. There's energy. So what it says is, you know, in order for the cell, the neutrons, you know, electrons to work, they are actually energy at that molecular level. So in that sense, that if a person is positive, you know, you have a more harmonious energy around you. When the person is always negative, is in depression, is sad, or, you know, very negative, the energy is like, the wave, energy is very disturbed. So it actually, it translates. It also will affect your body, and that also will also affect the person, around you. So
it affects the health also.
It affects the health, yes. So it's not, well, when we talk about energy, people, you know, always want science to prove, you know, where is your energy comes from, you know. But it's actually, we himself is a walking energy, right? In ourselves.
Yes, we are.
For all the cells that in our body, right? We eat food, but it goes in. You can feed a robot food. There's no energy. You cannot live. But everything in us, there's energy. We make use of it, and yeah. So it's just very, to me, as I read more about this in science and even talk about quantum physics, all this starts to make sense. And the energy, the universe. When we talk about energy, we can't feel it. We don't see it. How do you measure it? How do you prove it? But actually, there is ways to see the energy around you.
Yes, there are ways. I've seen people with softwares and cameras, right?
Yes.
They can take a video of you and show you their energy.
Yes.
So like reading chakra energy, things like that. There are some people yellow, some blue, things like that. Yes. It can be done.
Yes.
It's just that because it's not very mainstream, most people still think that it's fake.
Yeah.
It can be done. Just need some time. People will be able to come up with all this.
Correct.
It can be done.
Correct. Like even in the scans, if you're a negative person, a positive person, your brain scan shows different colors. Is actually is true. Correct. And then you can train yourself. You can train yourself to actually work towards correcting your mind, the way you think, and translate into, you know, improving yourself.
Correct. Because this also leads to earlier what I said about health issues. There was this Harvard article I read also, where there was this guy with bipolar. So when his name is, like, say, Adam, he says he has brown eyes, he has high blood pressure, he has high cholesterol. But when he go crazy, he turns into, let's say, John, his eyes will change color, his blood pressure, cholesterol disappeared. Then when he has that, he has diabetes. So our health got to do a lot with our brain. So which is our energy that we control. So I've seen quite a few people through psychology healing, psychotherapy, they some sort heal their ailments. If you look at it, most people who got cancer are people who are very anxious, people who rush things, who under a lot of stress. You'll never see a person always in a relaxed mode getting cancer, never.
But there are people who are like always like in a healthy lifestyle, exercise, eat good food, but they still get cancer.
There will be something that, because like I said, everyone has a facade. You don't know what you do behind.
Okay.
Because he might be very stressed about staying healthy. Or I force myself, I must eat this, I must exercise.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so I do not believe people who got cancer are the whole life, I do not believe that they are not under any form of stress. It's not possible. It is not possible. Because everyone actually has cancer cells in your body. Every single one. It's what you do that activates it.
So until now, like through your experience, is there one mistake that you have made that you regret? Or another question would be, what is the bravest decision that you have made?
The bravest decision I made was to leave the army and do this full time.
I think
that's the bravest lah. I think earlier that was when I was young. I quit my job. No, not quit my job. I went to start working to help ease the family finances. That was the first brave. Now this is the second brave lah. I mean, which is quitting.
Okay.
So the biggest mistake that I regret, if about work, I can tell. Personally, I have some. That one I cannot say.
Okay.
Too deep.
Okay.
Work-wise, there was one time, there was this client of mine. Actually, it wasn't a mistake. I read that he actually had some issues that year. So I told him to watch out for issues. Then, what happened was that he dropped me a text about something happened, his mirror fell or something like that. Then I was too busy, I just said I ignore. That was before I started full-time. Really many years ago. So, in the picture, was actually him. The glass broke. No, the glass didn't break. That had one hit spot. So there's one crack. It was actually at the heart area in that picture. He didn't show me the picture. He said, hey, my glass, my photo frame got cracked. How? I said, no. But what happened is a sign. So the picture in the end was actually him with the crack right on the heart area. So 1 week later, he got heart attack and died. So that was my biggest regret.
Okay. So when you look back, you actually realized, okay, it was a sign.
It was a sign. Because I didn't tell him, I thought I'd just break. I said, just replace the picture, all this.
Okay.
I didn't tell, because I thought if I was there doing that, this photo frame you must quickly replace, put back the picture, everything nicely, then you avert the problem. But for me, it's just, I say, I just replace it. I didn't tell him the importance of replacing it. So that's why I regret it a lot.
Okay.
That was many years back, 2014 or 2014. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're in this line of work, experience like this, does it always keep you on your toes that, you have to be very careful with every detail?
It does.
Do you get stressed?
A lot.
A lot.
Ever since I started this career, my health is not on the good side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Mentally is the mental part, not on the very strong side.
Okay.
Because I do not believe in transaction-based where, okay, come really, okay, buy this, okay, go. I don't do that. I always try to build a connection, a rapport with my client, just talk to them. My only problem is sometimes I reply messages a bit slow.
Okay.
Too many messages.
So there's one thing I like to ask my guests is, as a man, right? You are a son, a father, a husband. Is there anything you feel as a man in any of the areas that you think there should be more support? In any aspect. It can be like,
psychological health.
Psychological health. In how do you think that, how would a lending hand be like for you? How would you like people to help you? Or how would you think, the people around you can help you? What kind of help do you think it will be a good support?
I would think that it would be good if there's someone coming to me telling me that it's okay to be stressed. It's okay that things are not going out your way. Probably someone that I can talk to and confide all my feelings. Yeah. That's the part I say about connection.
Someone telling you, it can be anyone telling you that, it's okay to be not okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Right? I had a previous guest also. I also, one of my favorite episode was with my friend Andy as well. He also has been through some difficult times, and he stress and health issues. So he was very open about that, being that he has so much responsibility, all this thing going down, that when things happen, his wife just tell him, just let go. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go and just be yourself. And I think that really works for him. And that's where he was able to, freely let go of himself and release the tension and not just trying to keep up. All of us have stress. Woman, man, husband, wife, mother, father, everyone has.
Children also have their own stress.
Yes, children has too. But children, most of the time, the stress comes from the parent. And the parents themselves, I feel, had a lot of stress, but a lot of time we let go of our anger and our frustration because of how we can't deal with ourselves and our stress. We let it go on the children, and that made them stressed. So I think from that episode, it shows to that, everyone, men especially, in a sense, because men don't talk that much about, I needed a break, or I needed, a space, or I needed some place to let go. It's always the woman. Women are more verbal, right? We are more verbal, we are more emotional. We tend to say, hey, I'm very stressed, I need this, I need that, can't you give me this? But men doesn't. Just what I feel. Men always, okay, just keep it cool, don't talk about it. But when you don't talk about it, the people around you would not know. If you have a sensitive partner or sensitive friends or parents, they can see that in you. Perhaps they ask you. But sometimes in order not to make them worry, you will say that, no, it's okay. I do that too because I had a lot of issue with my marriage and stuff like that. But I don't tell them anything because I don't want them to feel upset. But if you have a good partner, or you have a partner that allows you to be vulnerable, right? I think it's always good to talk. I feel that is something that men should talk more about. It's a form of communication. It's a form of communication with in your relationship as well. If you do not talk, your partner will not know.
Yeah.
Your partner will not know. Even if she or he can help you, they would not be able to help you if you do not say it. That's why I feel, when I come back to this, why I want to start this podcast is to talk to people, that, we can all reach out a bit more to the friends around us, the people around us. Sometimes it's just asking, how are you? Right? And, do you want to have a coffee? Just catch up. You don't have to be anything. Sometimes it can just take up 1 hour of time, but everyone has a busy schedule, but an hour of your time will not really take up much to just, reach out and say hi, talk to your partner, talk to your close people, that you're having an issue. Yeah. This is something we can all work on, for what I feel. It will bring down the suicide rate also. This year, the suicide rate was, I think, one of the highest.
There'll be more.
Yeah.
Mental health is the main issue right now.
Yes.
That's why a lot of people are going into meditation, things like that.
Yes.
So mind clarity meditation, healing the heart, things like that. It's growing.
Yes. Communication.
It's for the next 20 years actually.
Yes.
It's a bit about Fengshui. So
okay.
The world functions in a 20-year luck cycle. So a bit history is that let's say we talk about 1984 to 2003. This period of time, the element is metal element. So this period of time, when it's metal element, the geographic location is west. So western side of the world actually start to prosper, start to boom. That was when US dollar, euro, pound, very high, all-time high. Then metal career are things like banking, accounting, finance, retail. These are the places where I made the most money. So after this era ended, is our current era, which is going to end of this year, which is 2004 to 2023. So this era is earth element. The geographic location is northeast, so which is Japan. The early part was Japan. They are all the Japanese stuff booming. Then you got China, you got India, and got Korea. So they are all in the northeastern side of the world. Even Russia actually booming also. So these countries are booming. Then the careers got to do with it, real estate. That's why you see a lot of people making tons of money through real estate. Earth-wise can also be coffee, tea, all those earth agriculture stuff. Even rice. When you were younger days, only white rice. Now got basmati rice, white rice, jasmine rice, don't know what rice. So this earth element. So this era going to end. Then now is the current one, which is next year onwards. 2024 to 2043. This is 5 element. So geographic location is actually Middle East and Africa. So you see Africa now starting to fight back. Their luck is coming. So we talk about careers, fire element careers will be things like social media. So a lot of people are selling out things, not starting already. Everyone is selling things online. Everything is live sale, things like that. So fire is also things like healthcare and especially mental care. That's fire. And also meditation is also part of fire. Next about fire is beauty. So now even guys go for cosmetic surgery, makeup, things like that. So all these are about fire now. So fire is going to be the next wave. And the way we do businesses in terms of fire is decentralization, because we used to like to centralize everything at one location. So decentralized business, for example, Grab, everyone is the boss. Food Panda, everyone is a boss. Haidilao, every outlet is a boss. So you do such business, your business will prosper. This type of business, that's how the future will move right now for the next 20 years.
Okay.
Then another thing is, when fire is strong, it will melt metal.
Okay.
So that's why the Western nations right now are declining.
Okay.
Banking, finance, accounting, retail, going down. Look at the number of banks that collapse. So banks that are able to survive are those doing fintech. Fire is about technology as well. So those banks who are strong in fintech will still survive. Accounting-wise, will be killed by blockchain because you don't need that many accountants anymore when everything is digitized. You don't have cash dealings. Everything is all through system. You can generate everything out.
So in terms of industry, next year onwards, you will see fire. The ones in fire are
so
cosmetics,
health, social media, health,
fintech,
but AI.
Not AI. Okay.
And fire is also customization.
Customization.
So nowadays, everybody want to customize. Oh, I want my wanton mee. I don't want this, I want this. Chicken rice, I want this, less oil.
Okay.
So if your business is no customization one, you will lose out to those who will customize. That's kids. And also, fire means no patience. Burn very fast. So nowadays, you see all the videos, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. People are going to short videos. So if your video is long, cut it up.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see the trend going.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Something interesting. It's all calculated. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Now, thanks for your time today.
Welcome.
I hope this is a good session for you as well. I don't know. I don't know in a way.
The last part helped me.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah, the last part.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, the whole thing, it helps me think back. What have I been doing?
Yeah. I think everyone comes, whatever a person has achieved or come to this present, we are a product of our past, right? Whoever we are now, we are going, our product, whatever we will become is what we will do now. So I believe in, you could have been through a hard time. You could have been through, whatever experience you had, what success you had, failure you had, you look back and there's something you can take in and take in and move forward and be someone even better. And if it allows you to also give back as well. It's something someone can learn from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all we need is just more talk and more connection with each other. Thank you.
Welcome.
谢谢你。
不用。